It is well known that the ingredients for a happy life include meaningful connections, good physical and mental health, a strong purpose and progress, gratitude and mindfulness, and self-acceptance. Basically everything a TikTok life coach charges you $200 an hour to tell you. What also helps is living in an environment that promotes all of these elements that are vital to your well-being. Today, friends, I am happy to introduce you to Newport Village in Port Moody. It's an area that I think provides you with everything you need to live your best life. It's walkable, it's next to the water, it has a SkyTrain station a couple blocks away, and almost nobody outside of the Tri-Cities even knows about it. Stay tuned as we break it all down. Are you ready? Let's go. Hi, my name is Simon Liu, and I am your friend in real estate here in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. I've helped people make smart real estate moves across Greater Vancouver for nearly 2 decades. If you're thinking of making a move, my team and I would love to help. I invite you to send a message using the information below, and let us help you find your happy home. Now, if you've been researching living in Vancouver, BC, you're going to have a heart attack. Those numbers just don't make any sense. But if you've been searching for condos for sale in Newport Village in Port Moody, or just wondering what it's like to live here, that is exactly what I am about to tell you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where it is, how easy it is to get around, what's at your doorstep, what's the cost of buying here, and if this is the right place for you. There's also one number in the cost section that surprises almost everyone I show it to. Keep that in the back of your mind. So, where are we exactly? Newport Village sits in the North Shore area of Port Moody, right at the eastern edge of the Burrard Inlet. Most people miss it because they are either on their way to White Pine Beach and trying to make the light, or they made a turn into the Port Moody Recreation Center for the weekly Sunday farmers market. Here's the part that trips people up. When most folks think about moving to Port Moody, BC, they picture single-family homes on a mountainside with your own pet bear. Newport Village is the opposite of that. It's a cluster of low and mid-rise Port Moody condos built over a European-style plaza, with shops and restaurants at street level and homes stacked above. You park your car and you basically forget you own one, which honestly is the dream, and is also a small tragedy for those who purchase a second parking stall. And speaking of parking, there's a catch to this place that nobody mentions in the glossy listings of home for sales. I'll get to it. So, who actually lives here? Newport Village poses a really interesting mix. You've got a lot of young professionals who work in the city but refuse to pay the downtown prices. You've got downsizers, empty nesters who sold the big family home up the hill and wanted to keep the mountain water views without living in a glass box in Cole Harbor. And then you've got a solid base of long-term owners, which matters more than it sounds. Here's a little insider point. Compared to its rival, neighbor, Cedarburg Village right across the street, which leans more towards renters and investors, Newport Village has a more stable ownership base. In plain English, more of your neighbors actually live here and plan to stay. That tends to mean a quieter building culture and a strata that isn't in a permanent state of chaos. Need some examples why that matters? Let's dig deeper in a second when we talk about costs. The vibe overall is calm, community first, and just a little bit sleepy in the best possible way. If your ideal Friday night is a craft beer and a walk by the water, this is the place you want to be. Let's talk about getting around, because this is where Newport Village is very underrated. The Inlet Center SkyTrain station on the Evergreen line is a couple blocks away. You can walk to it. From there, you're a straight shot into Coquitlam or Burnaby, and easily connected to the rest of Greater Vancouver. No park and ride lottery, no circling a lot at 8 a.m., losing your will to live. On foot, the plaza puts groceries, coffee, and dinner within a few minutes walk. And when you want the outdoors, the Shoreline Trail runs a roughly 6-kilometer loop to a Rocky Point Park. So your weekend cardio basically comes pre-installed. Do you still want a car out here? Probably yes. But this is one of the few pockets in the region where a car becomes optional instead of mandatory. For anyone comparing Port Moody real estate against a longer commute somewhere cheaper, that math adds up fast. Okay, this sounds perfect so far, but it isn't perfect. 2 sections from now, I'll tell you who ends up unhappy here, and it's not who you'd guess. Okay, now for the amenities, because this is the part that makes Newport Village punch way above his weight class. Everything you need for daily life sits under your front door, and everything for a good weekend is a short walk past it. Eagle Ridge Hospital is around the corner, which is a bigger deal than most people realize, both for peace of mind and for resale. The Port Moody Recreation Center, with its library, fitness center, pool, and rinks, is right across the street. Cedarburg Village, which is also nearby, so your options for dining and shopping basically double. And you're sitting between Coquitlam Crunch and Rocky Point Park, so getting your steps in is easily achievable. Then there's Port Moody's famous Brewers Row, which is a short stumble away for when you have guests visiting and you want to look like you have a life. This is the stuff that makes living in Port Moody feel less like a suburb and more like a small self-contained town that happens to have a train going downtown. All right, now I'm going to describe the 3 types of people who thrive here. One of them is probably you. But stick around because the fourth type is the one who regrets it. It's coming right after. So who should live in Newport Village? First, professionals and couples who are tired of the hustle and bustle of downtown Vancouver, Metrotown, or Brentwood, but still want to be walking distance to everything. Second, downsizers who want view, safety, and everything on a flat street instead of on a slope, and who are still active and appreciate the active lifestyle that the area promotes. Lastly, first-time buyers who've been priced out of the city but want a condo that isn't a shoebox on the 3rd floor and a tower surrounded by 50 other towers. If you've been searching, moving to Port Moody, BC, and wondering if you can have community and convenience in the same postal code, this is your answer. And now the part I promised. You should not move to Newport Village. Be honest with yourself here. If you need a big detached home with a yard, a workshop, and space for the dog to do laps, I'm sorry, but I should have warned you before you got this far. Newport Village is for condo living. There are no backyards, no workshops, and definitely no pet bears who have to stay up on the hill. If you need a city that's awake at 2 a.m., you will be bored, and you will slowly turn into someone who complains that nothing is open, which is true, but also you were warned. And here's the catch I teased earlier. This is a mature, established village, which means new inventory is limited and the units that come up for sale move within a tight range. You're buying into stability, not a fixer-upper you can sell in 18 months. You're getting solid bones, but you're also inheriting someone's 2009 black granite countertops. The turnover here is a lot lower than average, so if you're a short-term speculator chasing a quick flip, Cedarbrooke Village might suit you better. Newport Village rewards people who actually want to live here. So what do Newport Village condo prices actually look like? As of the middle of 2026, condos in the Inlet Center and Newport Village pocket are averaging somewhere in the low to mid 800,000s. And here's the number I promised. You can still get into this neighborhood in the low 500s for a 1-bedroom condo. You'll get past 850,000 for an average 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom home, and even up to $1 million for a larger home with views. Now, is that cheap? By Vancouver standards, this is practically a coupon. And here's the honest part. Compared to a similar lifestyle closer to downtown, you're probably getting more space, more walkability, and a train for less money and less noise. In the world of Vancouver real estate, that's what a genuine hidden gem looks like. These numbers move, so treat them as a snapshot, not gospel. For today's exact listings and what's actually on the market, reach out and I'll pull it for you. Well, what do you think? Newport Village in Port Moody is a quiet, walkable, transit-connected little pocket that most people drive right past on their way to somewhere that they think is better. It is one of the more underrated Port Moody neighborhoods for buyers in today's market. If you're the kind of person who values community, convenience, and keeping your latte money instead of spending it on gas, you might have just found your happy home. Does this sound like a place you might want to live? Your first step is to email me at info@happyhomesvancouver.com or send a text message to 778-688-6838 and we'll help you get settled into your happy home. If you found this video helpful and want to see more of it, I would appreciate if you subscribe to the channel or share with a friend so that you can help us help more people. In the meantime, check out my other guides on the neighboring areas. We'll have a link for you in the show notes. Again, my name is Simon Liu, here to serve you in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.